Hey guys, welcome to another Candid PNW video, and this time around we're looking at the Ernie Ball John Petrucci JP6. This is the Mystic Dream finish, so this will change from green to purple to blue depending on the light, and I think because of the LED lights in my camera setup, as you can see from my reflection, it only shows the green, but trust me, I think in sunlight it looks like it's purple or something. But anyway, on to the more important things. Can it P and W? Allow me to start with a slightly meta question, and that what do we really mean by can the guitar P and W? When we ask this kind of question, we are really saying that some guitars can't P and W. And I think that might be a very dangerous road to go down. It means that the guy who can only spend $200 on a Yamaha Pacifica may feel inadequate next to the guy who can afford the Fender Strat. A guy who came from a metal background with an ESP guitar may feel like he needs to completely change his setup because the Fender Strat and the Gibson Les Paul is a bit more acceptable in church aesthetically. Or there could be an ex-Japan fan who really loves Hide's guitar, and because of that he's got a Bernie signature with the yellow color guitar with the pink hearts. And regardless, I think we need to relook at the subject of can it P and W. We should really be asking questions like, is this going to be the right tool for the right job? As such, I really love it when I can bring this guitar out on the road and to play it with my friends who go, yeah, that's a John Petrucci, that's a Dream Theater fan. Are you gonna rock our socks off? Are you gonna shred it like no tomorrow? No, I don't. I play what's on the CD. I play what's required of me. Some people are really surprised that the JP6 is more than just a shred machine. So let me just show you very quickly what features I love about the JP6 that make it an ideal guitar as an ergonomic instrument. So first and foremost, this JP6 has a very, very nice, excuse me, I just knocked the camera setup. It's a very, very nice neck. So aside from the fact that it's nicely flamed or whatever, look at how thin that is. This is an excellent neck for those of us like myself who have very small fingers. I can wrap around the neck quite easily and reach those frets without much trouble. I also like the fact that this is, I'm going to slowly go back up here. I think Ernie Ball got it right with the the 4 aside and 2 under hit stock configuration. What this does is this completely eliminates the need for a string tree, and you also avoid the problems with the Gibson guitars where you know that the Gibson has a very, very steep angle that it makes over the nut, and this causes tension here that will result in tuning instability. You know, when you start to turn the tuning pegs on a kinky sorry, that very high pitched clink sound, and that is a result of the string being released from tension on the nut here. In fact, the tuning stability is so good on this guitar that I could do that Satriani Scream on a non-floating trem, and it was pretty much still in tune. There are other ergonomic features that I really appreciate. Number one, there's a very deep arm scoop here, which I really love because it helps me get closer to the guitar when I do the picking passages. I also like the fact that the controls make a nice arch this way so that I can grab it easily. It's rubber tip sleeves as well, so it's quite easy to get a grip on in a sweaty environment. And trust me, in Singapore, when Singapore is a highly humid country, so this comes in quite handy. I think John Petrucci needs to be thanked for introducing to the world that you can have a pickup selector right next to the pickups and still play lightning fast passages, and I love that switch there. I cannot sing enough praises as to how this pickup selector switch has saved my life in being able to change from bridge to neck pickup in a split second while I'm playing a solo midway through. And that to me is the hallmarks of a great guitar. It's a tool. It's something that allows you to achieve a certain effect or have to play in a certain way. It doesn't hinder your movements. It doesn't hinder what you creatively envision in your mind that you want to do. Last but not least, the pickups here are the Mark Zero. I think these are the older renditions of his signature pickups, and as such they are quite hot. Because of that, I've had to tone down my patches quite a lot. I don't have to have the channel volume high at all. In fact, in the video I had to really crank down the channel volume so that it will sit better in the mix. Otherwise it was clipping the input of the camera. And all my distortion patches sounded really thick and saturated because of these pickups. And I can't get the same effect with the Strat. Obviously, the Strat is not meant for heavy riffing and stuff. So to accommodate that, you need to tone down quite significantly. What you can do is bring down the presence and bring down the treble, because those are the frequencies that will, John Petrucci's instrument is meant to be like a soloist instrument, so it really cuts very, very harshly. I think partially because this is basswood as well, so it's a bit of a percussive kind of wood, and it really stands out in the crowd. You might want to tweak down. You don't need so much compression on this. You don't need additional distortion effects too. In fact, earlier in the video, those passages I only had the litigated amp model on. I didn't have any I didn't have any distortion pedals before it. Like I didn't have normally I have a Minotaur, or I have the and then we have the Timmy in front, like the Line 6 model stuff. I normally have a distortion block or an overdrive block before the amp, but this time around I didn't need it. So what I'll do from here is I'll show you some clips that I have played with the guitar toned down, so the patches have the EQ set in a way that doesn't make the guitar so piercing, and to play some lead parts that I think have a very, very nice sustaining singing quality to them, because I think this instrument really shines when you let it be like a truly lead guitar. Does it PNW? I think it does. The JP6 certainly does PNW. In fact, it is my belief that you can make any guitar PNW as long as you play it P&W, because the guitar is just a tool and you are the player, you are the driver in the driver's seat. You control how the guitar sounds. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, queries or comments, please post them in the comment box below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. This is Justin signing off.